Will the injuries ever stop for the San Francisco 49ers? What is going on? This is Aaron from 49ers First Takes YouTube channel, back with another quick little video. Haven't done one of these since the preseason, and the last time I checked, I was talking about probably the same topic. In the preseason, the Niners had a rash of injuries across their roster. A lot of training camp, guys that got hurt in training camp and didn't even play in the preseason. And I got a lot of grief on social media for, just my attitude about it and how I think it could affect the season. And a lot of people were like, hey, it's the preseason. Don't worry about it. Wait till the regular season before you start complaining. And I didn't want to be right about this one. Boy, oh boy, did I not want to be right. Nothing bigger than the Nick Bosa injury, as we know. Torn ACL out for the season. Second knee injury that is going to knock him out for a season in his career. The first one coming in 2020 after the Niners Super Bowl appearance. So I guess the question remains is, are the 49ers ever going to get a hold of this thing? Will the 49ers ever figure out this injury situation that they seem to be in every single season? This is going back at least to the 2017 season when John and Kyle took over. And other than, I think, the 2023 season, the 49ers have been in the top 10 with most injuries in the NFL across their roster. And that's not a place where you want to be, but unfortunately, that's what the 49ers have been since 2017. And it just, to me, it affects my excitement. It affects my expectations for this team going forward when you just don't know when the next guy is going to drop. The Niners have effectively lost a starter every single game this season. Brock Purdy was injured in week 1. So was George Kittle. We had the situation happen with Jawan Jennings, who was also hurt in the first game. He played the second game, then he was out. And then, of course, we get to the third game of the season and we lose Nick Bosa for the season. And a smattering of other injuries that have popped up. Even Ricky Pearsall has popped up on the injury list with knee soreness. So it doesn't seem to be any end in sight. And it really, really just brings me down as a fan, knowing that I can't even really get excited for players because I don't know if their next snap is going to be their last for the season. Other people share a more optimistic view of things, thinking that the Niners injuries will slow down at some point and they'll be able to get this thing back on track. They're 3-0 with a ton of injuries. They have a lot of guys coming back on offense, but when do the injuries become too many for this team? That's the question I want to ask you in the comments. What is your honest feelings about the situation? Do you think the 49ers have done everything they could to try to figure out what's going on with this injury situation? Is there a possibility that they need to get new trainers to deal with their injuries? Do they need to deal with different team doctors? I don't know. As a fan, I'm completely frustrated, and I know that there is people out there that feel the exact same way as me. So in the comments, let me know what you think the 49ers need to do to somehow, some way, stem the tide and eventually get a hold of this injury situation, or is there anything that they can do? The argument being that it's just football and things happen, injuries happen. That argument kind of doesn't really sit well with me because no teams have injuries to the level that the 49ers do. Now, yeah, are there teams dealing with injuries this year and that it's affecting, their season and stuff on different squads? Yeah, absolutely. But it's the rate that the 49ers injuries are and how often that they happen and just how devastating it is to their expectations and what they want to do this year. So I'm really bummed. I'm trying to be excited for this season. They're starting 3-0. That's all great. But it gets to a point where you can only lose so many linchpins on your roster before you really have to start to kind of, reviewing what you think the Niners are going to be this season. So hit me in the comments down below. What do you think about it? Do the 49ers need to do something drastic to change this whole situation? Is there anything they can do? Or am I being just a big crybaby that needs to relax? Hit me in the comments down below. Everybody have a great rest of your Wednesday night, and I will talk to you on the other side. Peace.